What's up? It's your boy Steve83 and I'm back with another react. You know what I'm saying? Today I'm reacting to JuiceWrld's killer, the person that sold him the pills getting sentenced. Goodbye. See ya. These people crazy.
You guys think he died from a drug overdose? You're wrong.
Oh!
Y'all don't know.
That was JuiceWrld's girlfriend, Ali Lottie, hinting that his death wasn't what the world believed.
I hope y'all been following this
with me. It looks like
me.
she was right. The person responsible has finally been sentenced, completely shifting how we understand Juice's final moments and backing up everything Ali said. Let's break it all down.
Break it down to me.
The sentencing they never thought would come. The trial is over. The man who helped orchestrate the drug deal that led to the death of one of the greatest musical prodigies of our generation has just been sentenced. But if you think justice was served, think again. Because the killer of JuiceWrld didn't come with a gun. He came with a backpack filled with pills. And now he's walking away with what many fans call a slap on the wrist. A sentencing so light, so disrespectful that Juice's own mother had to pause, breathe, and say, this can't be it. JuiceWrld was a ticking time bomb. But the people holding the matches were paid to keep him lit. This wasn't just one overdose. It was a system of abuse, glamorization, and enabling.
He feel like me, man. I feel like I could relate to him a lot. He's a lot younger than me, but I've been there. I've been a person that just only liked to get high. I've been that person. I've been that person, and I know how emotionally torn he was. And for somebody to take advantage of that'd be like somebody knowing me and bringing a million laced up ills around me when I was out there in the world. You know what I mean? If you know he's that vulnerable, why are you coming around him with that many ills? You know what I mean?
Wash its hands clean, but we're not letting them. Let's rewind. By now, most fans know how it ended. A private jet, a raid, a panic, a seizure, a lifeless body at Chicago Midway. But that story has since cracked wide open because what Ali Lottie, JuiceWrld's longtime girlfriend, revealed in a now viral clip completely shatters the official narrative.
I hope this goes viral.
Literally, I'm like, oh, blah, blah, blah. You guys think he died from a drug overdose? You're wrong. You're wrong. Literally, you're wrong. So suck it, okay?
In that emotional,
I can't say nothing but wow. For a woman to cut, you just say I'm getting my. For a woman to act like that, that's sad. You know she comes from a background that is just full of party. I can just tell what kind of girl she is. She like to get high too. And for her to talk like that, that seems like there's something from up top coming down. Like, we gotta listen.
She's not just ranting. She's screaming at the internet because, in her words,
there's a lot of y'all don't know that I fucking grieve through myself while I let y'all grieve and talk mad on me. I don't care.
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and be what y'all want me to be, which is me. Okay?
That's an excuse, though. You're using that as an excuse to do what you're doing.
All 10K of y'all, and they like that Barbie. Yup.
She's saying the version of events we've all been fed, the simple, tidy overdose story, is a lie. Why would she say that? Because what really happened on that plane is far more horrifying than what the media has packaged for public consumption. Here's the real timeline. December 8th, 2019, JuiceWrld, real name.
And we're the public consumption. We're the ones that get to decide that. Nobody else gets to decide that.
Jared Higgins boards a private jet from Los Angeles to Chicago. He's just turned 21, a new decade of life, a fresh start. But the plane, it's carrying something else. Federal authorities say the pilot had reported the presence of weapons and drugs on board, according to this report. And when they landed, that's when everything went sideways.
And who is he?
Moved to hide what was on him, JuiceWrld allegedly swallowed multiple Percocet pills at once. A move many believe he made not to get high, but to stay out of jail.
Nah, bro.
Can we get a bag for you? Oh, I think I got one.
Man, I wish I was there. I could have felt like I could help him, man.
But here's where it gets sick.
Pray, girl.
Why was he even in that position to begin with? According to DJ Academics, it wasn't just JuiceWrld D's decision. It was the result of constant pressure, chaos, and mismanagement from the people around him.
Chat, I'm not saying
they're all
whatever
young.
pills allegedly he took or whatever that made him overdose. I ain't saying he didn't do it that himself, but the police that spooked him would not be there if niggas around him weren't putting him in situations.
You hear that?
Right.
Even academics,
Facts.
not exactly known for being gentle, said it was Juice's circle that got him killed. And they weren't strangers. These were his friends, his crew, his management, the ones who let a young man ride dirty on a private plane and didn't stop him when he panicked and ingested.
I feel like if I was with him, if I was his crew, like if I was with him, his homeboy, his friend, I'd be like, bro, let me hold those. You're the superstar now. Let me hold those. If anybody going to jail, let me do it. I got you, bro. Just hit me with the bomb when it's time to whoop-de-woo. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that, or he might have been on some shit like, these mine, I'm holding them. These mine, you know what I mean? On some greedy shit like that. But I don't look at him and tell like he ain't like that. I could look at the young boy and tell like he had a good heart. If I was there, he would let your homeboy hold those. Look, you know, we flying into the airport. Let me hold those. We got 70 pounds of weed on us. Juice, let me hold those. You got Allie with him. You got, what was that, Long Boy with him. Why didn't he hold them? Why wasn't he holding the pill?
The U.S. Department of Justice confirmed that Henry Dean, a close associate of JuiceWrld, was found guilty of bringing pills onto the plane. He received a sentence that, to many fans, felt like a cruel joke. 3 years probation and a fine. Let's be clear, JuiceWrld is dead. Dean is free. And fans, they're furious. Because for them, it's not just about one man. It's about the years of warning signs that were ignored. And the people who let it happen because, let's be honest, they were profiting. Even JuiceWrld himself was begging for help. In his last months, he spoke about trying to get clean. He admitted to being addicted, and he explained painfully how. But he also admitted that he was
going to carry pills with him.
Drugs even before you started to get famous and rich.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was something that I was into early, low-key due to music, cause like I was a music head, so like in 6th grade, 7th grade, I'm hearing songs about sipping lean, and that it had me wanting to sip lean at like 11, 12 years old, bro.
Yeah.
So 11 years old.
I
and
was.
He says music, specifically Future's lyrics, made that lifestyle seem fun. We'll get to that part later. But it wasn't just talk.
Fun. Nothing about it fun. For anybody out there that thinking this stuff's fun, nothing about it is fun. Any kids, anybody seeing this that are thinking about trying a Percocet or lean, it is not fun. You will wake up in 2-3 days of doing it sick, the worst sick you've ever been. You'll steal from your mother. You'll hang your brother. You'll do whatever to do to you to get it. And that's what the real is. If anybody, young people see this, stay away from it. It is no good. Even if the doctors give them to you from an injury, try to tough it out. Don't take them. And if you do take them, let somebody older than you manage them and take them how you're supposed to. And then even less than what you're supposed to. Take what's on the bottle and break it in half and only do half of that amount, because I'm telling you, you were playing with the devil.
Was trying to get help. He told me he was ready to get help. She described how just months.
I was an addict at 13, from 13 till I'm 42. You know, and I've been clean for the last 8 years. That's you do the math.
Before his death, Juice seemed like himself again. He was off lean. He was talking about therapy, and then it was over. The kicker.
Lean.
While Juice's body was still warm, the music.
Anytime a man is high talking about getting help,
DJ
you can't trust
blew
it.
the lid off that whole scheme.
I wouldn't say necessarily if you're lying to fans about putting out JuiceWrld's music and you're having them basically forcing them to go support the kid Leroy, that's the best thing to do. But truth be told, and I'm really trying to, I don't want to be disrespectful with this phrase, but one monkey don't stop a show. Like, Juice passed away. They running business over there. They're not about to be like, all right, let's keep crying and just put Juice's stuff out. They're trying to get the next horse to, again, it's business.
You hear that?
Right.
Instead of giving fans closure,
it is what it is, but this man's life, this is life.
That's not music.
This ain't about
corporate necromancy. And what do the fans get? Unreleased
it's a hard topic there when you talk about business and stuff, but
he never approved. A promise
he was looking at it from a business standpoint.
Unless you stream another artist first, and then they have the nerve to act like this is a tribute. No, it's a business, and JuiceWrld was their cash cow, even in death. Now ask yourself, how many people knew this was going to happen? How many people watched JuiceWrld spiral and said nothing? Allie. Lottie said it best.
No one helped. No one. There was one person one person out of all the people that were there that were able to help, not talking about the group that we were with, because they were handcuffed, so there's not much they could do. But everyone else that was there was only one person who helped me.
See, she's talking about the accident or what happened the day he passed. We're talking about months before that.
A woman, I'm so grateful
the
for
narrative
her.
getting
No one
switched
helped,
here.
except for one woman, a stranger. Everyone else, they watched. Because when JuiceWrld hit the ground, he didn't just fall alone. He fell through the cracks of an industry that eats young talent. And unless we talk about it, really talk about it, it's going to keep happening. The system that failed him, legal intervention and industry enablement. The failure went deeper than just one tragic night at an airport.
So the
system that was
homeboy only
supposed to
got
protect
three
JuiceWrld had been
months.
crumbling for months, and the warning signs were everywhere. Yet instead of intervention, what we got was
it's a sad story, and we've seen it far too many
Let's talk about
times.
what was really happening,
And it's
behind
going
the
to keep
scenes.
on happening over and over until
In the
something
months
is done
leading
with
up to
the
December
pill.
8th, 2019. Because this story isn't just about one overdose. It's about a systematic failure.
That's the real. If y'all want to hear the real, that's the real.
The fuel feeding the conspiracy fire for years. We saw her explosive denial in part 1, but it gets worse. In a June 2022 video, she hinted at undisclosed events the day before his death, saying, if people knew what happened the day before Jared passed, and the day that Jared passed, and everything like that, which I cannot speak upon at this moment.
Why? Everybody say they can't speak upon it. Speak upon it.
I will. I just have
because
to make sure
money's
that I am
involved.
safe. I just have to make sure that I am safe. That's not the language of someone grieving an accidental eventually sold in a 9-figure deal, representing one of the largest posthumous music catalog sales in recent
9 figures
history.
Exploiting off. I mean, I guess you can call this what I'm doing. Whatever off of him, you know?
Or simply attempts to capitalize on
everybody's
his name.
trying,
when you
but
die at 21
I'm not
with
getting no
thousands
money
of
off of
unreleased
this.
songs,
Ain't
who gets to
nobody get
decide
paid
which
off
ones
of this.
represent your legacy? Who gets to determine
I'm just
what
out
you
here
would have
a
wanted?
goofy
The
dude
answer,
doing it.
unfortunately,
You
is
feel
the same
me?
people who
I'm
failed
just
to
a
save his
goofy
life.
boy out
But
here
the
posting
conspiracies
it
go
thinking I'm
beyond just
gonna
the
get
music industry.
run
There's a
up or
darker
something.
theory
And
that
it's not
connects
the truth.
JuiceWrld's
That's
death.
not the truth. The truth to the matter is people are losing their lives over these ills and the drugs that the government's making. It's a higher, like, you got to bring it down from way up top, but you got to chop a tree down from the bottom. So you start at the bottom and you work to the top. Everybody got a story to tell. Hopefully this one is meet somebody and reach somebody that it'll help. I don't know what else to say, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe for more. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.